Welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the indelible, the understandable, the multiply personalitied Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Yukon Socket. Tell your mama. So I am broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on mtgmeta.io. Apparently this was played in a tournament by CHRISCARAVELLO, and it attracted my attention when I was taking a look at the list. There were no creatures in this deck, and I thought, and it came in third, fourth, like somehow. I think it tied for third. So, and I thought, wow, I'm not generally a fan of 3-color decks. I mean, they're fine. They got to have a strong theme for me to really like it. But in this case, it didn't have any creatures. And I was very interested in how could a deck do well enough to finish that high in a tournament and not have any creatures in it. And so that's what we're going to find out today. We're going to check this deck out, and we're going to see how could it do that well. And obviously, it's got to do something. So let's take a look at the cards. We'll try to figure out how they work together, and then we'll take it out and see how well it works. At the low end, we've got Rona's Vortex, which I'm really beginning to like, especially if you're playing Dimir colors, because by itself, it returns target creature or planeswalker you don't control to its owner's hand. So therefore, you have to use it offensively. There's no defensive to this as far as saving your own guy by bringing him back to your hand. But it does go after a planeswalker, which is actually pretty sweet for 1 blue mana. And then if you could kick it, which you're playing 4, then you can send that permanent to the bottom of its owner's library. And by far, that is the black hole. It used to be if you exiled something, you would never see it again. But nowadays, bottom of the library is the best place to put something. So this is actually an incredible card if you're playing black and blue. Cut Down. When we first started playing Cut Down at the beginning of this rotation, I really hated this card because, you pay 1, you get rid of something with a total toughness of 5 or less. Great. But the problem with it is that things get above it super fast. Once you kind of give over that expectation this is going to be a useful card later on, it's fine. And you can throw it away. This is just an early game card. And as long as you expect it and you understand it, then that's fine. There's a lot of early game cards. Another early game card in my mind is Duress, is in here, because you get to take a look at their hand. It only costs you 1 black mana. You want to know what you're playing against, but you have to get rid of a non-creature, non-land card. I got to tell you, that non-creature is rough. There's a lot of creatures I'd like to get rid of, but there's also a lot of everything else right now. A lot of enchantments, a lot of artifacts. Getting rid of them, that's fantastic. Duress early is good. Syncopate. Now, Syncopate is a counterspell, but you have to overpower by by pumping in more mana than what they're capable of doing. And then you exile it afterwards, which is pretty cool. So it's in here. I can see these 3 cards are cards you might want to replace if these aren't your jam. And we'll keep going. Okay, we got Impulse. Now this is another early game card. I mean, you can play it anytime. It's pretty decent. If you look at the top 4 cards of your library, you put 1 into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in order. Like I said, bottom of your library is Neversville. You're never going to see that thing again. Anytime you have to reshuffle, things get shuffled. Stuff like that happens. It's not so bad. But still, you got to look at 4, pick 1. That's not so bad. Abrade does 3 points of damage to target creature, or you could destroy an artifact. This is going to be an incredible card in the next 2 sets, because I can tell you, Brothers War is going to be full of artifacts. I'm sure it's going to be like Mirrodin all over again. Artifact, artifact, artifact. Abrade is going to be the go-to in every deck that's playing red. Galvanic Iteration. So this is a doubler, right? Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, you copy it. You can choose a new target for the copy. And it's a flashback. So you pay it once for 2, then you play it another time for 3 out of your graveyard. So that means these 4 cards here, you can play a total of 8 times. We got Malicious Malfunction, which for 3, all creatures get -2 till the end of turn. If they would die, you exile them instead. So yeah, if you can double these up, then you'd be able to do -4 to all creatures. So this is a board wipe. And it's going to take out a lot of stuff, hopefully. We got Maestros Charm. So this is a utility card, a Swiss Army knife with a 3-color bent. And we've got, take a look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest into your graveyard, or each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life, or it deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So those are a lot of really great things. And in this deck, you're really looking for some specific cards, which is going to be Galvanic Iteration and probably Invoke Despair and Burn Down the House. So this is the first time we're getting something that's going to help you to look for those things. So I guess Impulse is looking for them. Maestros Charm is looking for them. But maybe it's Malicious Malfunction that you're looking for so that you can wipe the board. You know, those are all the things you're kind of looking for there. Like this will wipe the board as well. Anyways, the Celestus. And in the Celestus here, okay, so it's 3 mana. You can add 1 mana of any color. Great. It also changes things from day to night, which gives you some control over werewolf decks. For 3 mana, you can tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. If day becomes night, so that's how you have the control, right? I can only activate as a sorcery, so it only happens on your turn. But whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. So if somebody else has some other effect that is causing day and night to shift around, then this thing will do this effect during any of those positions. So you gain a life, and you may draw a card, and if you do, you discard a card. So this card is very useful. It's an engine that lets you keep picking decent cards. The only problem is you kind of have to keep something in your hand. Otherwise, if you draw the card, you immediately have to discard it. We got Memory Deluge, which will help you go find the cards that you want. And it's got flashbacks, so as long as you got then 7 mana, you can go do it a second time. Big Score helps you go look for the cards you're looking for and creates 2 treasure tokens, which is great because you need a lot of mana to pump this deck up. Invoke Despair requires 5 mana, and it has to be 4 of it has to be all black. And if you want to duplicate it, you're going to need 4 black mana, a blue and a red, and a gray. And so that means you're going to cost you 7 to be able to do 2 of these, which is actually what we're trying to do there, right? Because if they have got nothing out and you pop this, they're going to take 12 damage and you will gain 6 cards. And that's pretty awesome. And so if you do this right here, you can burn down the house once. If you use Galvanic Iteration, you do 10 points of damage to everything on the board. If you used it with the devils, you get 6 devils out. And 6 devils is insane. Because as soon as those guys die, then suddenly you're doing like a minimum of like 12 points of damage. 6 when they came out with haste, and 12 more after that. You could pass them around to whatever creatures out on the board. They could individually wipe the boards out. It's all nuttiness when you got a lot of devils out. All right, so that's it. It looks like it's all about some amount of control, trying to find the cards you need. You still have control along the way. Eventually, you're going to burn down the house, Invoke Despair, and double those things as much as possible. Over here in the land court category, we've got basic lands. We got the Kamigawa Bouncer. We've got a bunch of semi-fast dual lands. And we got 4 of these tri-lands, which can be used for cycling in case you have enough lands. And once again, you need to go and try to draw something else. All right, so that's it. Let's take it out and see how well it works. All right. Let's see, we've got 2 lands. All right, let's keep it. Let's keep it. I'm really hoping we're going to pull the rest of them here. So let's see, we don't have any black? All right, no black, I guess. Just hope that you got the cards, the colors you need to play what you got. All right, let's go for the black this time. see if we can get a non-creature, non-land. Okay, this isn't really going to matter. That's not going to matter. This is the one that we can get rid of here. And let's get rid of this little jerk right there, because he's nothing but the opposite of a bleeding wound. Gone! We are not really getting anywhere fast. What do I got here? 1, 2, 3. I could double up on this stuff. I could just get rid of that guy. I don't think he really matters that much, though. Look at top 5 cards put in your graveyard. Let's give that a God, I hate doing that. I'm just going to do it by itself. I don't want to waste a duplicator just to try to see if I can get myself one good card. Or I say 2 out of the deal. Looks like we're doing the same thing. This guy cost me 4. It's just a blue and a black, and I got what it takes for that. All right, this is what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5. I need more mana before we make use of it. Let's say goodbye to that guy. All right. Ooh, I don't have the mana for it. How interesting. We'll just Memory Deluge. We'll go digging for stuff. Hopefully some mana. Black is what I need. Choose 2. I'll pick both of those. All right, do we have what we need now? Do I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do. All right, so we're going to go for the cheap one. And the expensive one. I think that opponent. That sounds like a good one. All right, let's throw out a mana. And can we double up on this? I should be able to. 1, 2, 3. Pop this guy out with some devils. I'll attack. You start using your creature kill at this point. Thing is, though, is that you have to exile them. That would do it. That's not going to do it. Each one of these is a booby trap, just like that. Victory! All right, playing against dndavid. All right, 1, 2, 3. I like those. I like those numbers. Celestus, Memory Deluge. We got a little bit of removal and a little bit more removal. Keep. Alright, we're going to have to start cutting down these weak dudes who be throwing out. We're playing multicolor here. Alright, 2. Let's just go ahead and give that guy a haircut. That guy's a 6. It's beyond me, but fast 2 attackers. Alright, Celestus. And we're good. We'll have to take a little bit more damage, but that guy can be banished to the bottom of graveyard here in a second. That's the guy that really needs to be banished to the bottom of the graveyard, unfortunately. Alright, mana up. Alright, so we have the ability to bounce a little bit. We still need to go for some cards. Bouncing is going to be expensive. This guy's riding just about above the level of what we can get rid of with cut down. We can pick 2. 1 and 2. Means we had 6 mana for that. We got it. We got it. Let's try this one out. See if we can get one more good card out of the deal. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so do we have 4 black in the deal? I think so. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're looking good. Really great if it's another one out that's under 4. We could just burn down the house. Of course, that's our main source of feature. But yeah, card advantage dictates. Alright, let's burn down the house. Yoink. And that's blood tokens. I hate doing that. I just feel like it might be a waste. I just don't want to have to waste the Malicious Malfunctions at the moment. Alright, I can just kill this guy with this. We'll take out 5 points of damage. There we go. Alright, remind me to pop the Celestus for that extra draw on his turn. Nope, can't do it apparently. I need 3. I only need 3 mana, but okay, there we go. Take the action. All right, we got a duplicator. That's good. Let's go see what I can pull with this thing now. Mana. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Memory Deluge when I want to. In turn. Alright, I just need my cards to be delivered is the problem. My turn. There we go. Let's give this guy a shot over the bow. I'll be picking up, what, 6 cards here? Oof. Alright, I've got plenty of mana, I believe. We're still looking for another Invoke Despair, really. Oh, I could play that. Good for me. That's weird. I'm just getting nothing. I mean, I've got... It's not going to do it. Pass. Taking the points of damage, apparently. Take that action. Still looking. There we go. That ought to do very well. Alright, cut down doesn't seem to get us anywhere. He's at 6 and totally tapped. So all we have to do is Galvanic. And we win. Victory! We're playing against Justin. Lowercase j. That's how you know it's not a proper name. Just some word they made up for the situation. 1, 2, 3. All the colors we need. This is a good hand. Let's keep it. Start with the slowest land, a little Slowville. Alright, that guy's nothing but trouble, so we will kill his butt. And I don't like to listen to Poop Dragons, so you can take a night-night. Now, the dog on the hand, you can stay and do whatever he wants. I find him to be very entertaining. Alright, let's go see if we can find something cool. Let's see. Mana is kind of where we kind of want to go, but the magnifier. Alright, let's just pull that. Alright, so we'll put this out. We're going to go ahead, burn down the big score. What are we going to get rid of? We'll get rid of Rona's Vortex. That's it, huh? Nothing worth worrying about, so we're done. Alright, so we need to get up to, what is it, 7 to be able to do the combo we're looking for, and we're at 6 right now. He's about to lose the Tenacious Speed as soon as this turns over. Alright, there's our land. We're going to go ahead and double pop. Clear the board. Alright, so we got a single pop of Invoke Despair. We got to burn down the house. That guy's just going to be a problem for a while. I can put out burn down the house. That's probably the best thing to do. Alright, Haunted Ridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough to double cast it. We'll just go ahead and put out the 3. And we'll say 1. I'll attack. There we go. Nope. So let's see, I have 5, I need 8. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not really going to matter too much. We'll pop this out. If I play this now, I'll get rid of Sarah Paragon, which will keep people off my back. Let's just do it. Good. All attack. Alright, cut him down to 1. I got 1 blue available. We should be fine. This should not be a problem. I'm sure he might even just give up at this point. I've got a dog. Maestros Charm is going to end the day, provided he doesn't go too high. Yeah, that's good. He could actually gain 2 life out of the deal if he could draw a card, but I don't think he could do it. Alright, I'll just kill him with the devils. Good game. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Michoo. Michoo. Or is it Michoo? That's probably what it is. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm a big fan of 3 mana. Practically, as long as, I mean, it's a nice mix. We got all 3 colors that we need. Keep. Alright, I'm going to start off with the, slow one. I was going to say the red because then I could go into blue. Alright, I'm going to impulse. Yeah, 2 burn down the house. This sounds fantastic. That's really thinking to the future, though. I got 2 mana showing. 2 in my hand. I need another red before I can even do it. Oh, we're playing against Samurai. There's one in particular you got to watch out for. And he's got to be the guy that gets the Rona. I need 4 mana. Not him. Alright, there's 4, but I just can't play anything with it yet. We gotta just let it go. It's funny, playing this deck, you don't really care about your mana too much. Alright, we need to burn down the house, so we're gonna do. Ooh, we're showing low. I play the Devils so often that I practically don't. See, that's horrible. I'm also always trying to click on it. Indestructible. Well, if we're going to be able to play this thing out, we're going to have to play the hard way, I suppose. Do it again, like this. And then Rona this guy back to his hand. Now we're not doing hot. See, he's back out again. We've got ourselves a turn, essentially. Oh, and haste. Suck. Defeat. Alright, playing against Temor. 1, 2, 3. Lots of red, none in the hand. I'm not doing this. This is a little much for me. I mean, sure, we're building towards Invoke Despairs, but that means we're doing nothing for the longest time and just hoping we're going to draw things. Mulligan. Keep it. What are we going to get rid of here? Yeah, burn down the house. It's the expensive one. At least we got things to do early. Hit a cubes. There's an Energon cube for you. One more right there. There you go. What's Stinky Joe Jackson doing over here? Alright, slow. Also slow. Let's go take a look at his hand. That always sounds like fun. Alright, so we've got stuff. Celestus is the biggest problem, I believe. Alright, we can use this to go looking for a card. Yeah, I'll take that one. This deck needs some mana. Alright, so this leaves us with the ability to force him to pay an additional 1. So hopefully he'll try to put out. I'll kill that thing and think about what he does next. Alright, we're cool. And 2 cards. And we're good. This guy seems kind of scared. As he should be. Alright, so we're gonna go digging again. That seems like a big loss on our investments there. Alright, let's let it go forward. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Burn down the house is good. What is this? An instant? Okay, cool. Let's see what he's got again. Alright, so we got a couple dudes. That's the guy that needs to be toasted. Have to save our burn down houses for that stuff. He's going to play them soon. He's got to. He's got nothing else to do. Huh. He'd be playing fast if he didn't think I had awful things in my hand. All right, I know you. He's got one more guy. He's your clutch. He's what you're hoping for. Your whole deck is revolving around him. You could have played him 1,000 years ago, but you're not doing it. There he is. There's both of them. Good job, buddy. Yeah, I expect him to give up at this point. I mean, of course, I'm playing nothing. What is going on, man? Give me something decent to play with here. There we go. Invoke Despair is good. Hey, you're going to be able to get some damage in on me. Good job. Wow, that is a whole lot of not anything aggressive. There's good things in this deck. We're just not getting to it. And I guess I've got 2 burn down the houses and 1 Invoke Despair. That's something. What are we talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's a lot. Much better. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough. All right, so if he kills them, that's at least another 6. Here comes your 6, right to the face. I got to pick them out individually. Nothing. Now both of us are sitting here trying to top deck. Is that the deal? Jeez, man, this is not good. 3 mana in a row is not the way to go at this point in the game. I got nothing better to do. That gives him another card, does it? Maybe not, just gives it back. He wants to draw cards. I'd really like to Invoke Despair. I'd like to double it. I would really... No, not a 4th mana in a row. Jesus, people. This is close. We're so close to finishing the game. Just give me something other. Yeah, he's doing 3 points. Okay, there you go. Good job. And a counterspell. He's got all the mana in the world, or so do I. What's you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. And he gets a draw. Things are going the wrong direction at this point. All right, can we finish the game right now? You actually got a counterspell in your hand? All right, I got to Invoke Despair. It's got your name written all over it. No! Okay, creature Planeswalker. Whew! Like I say, you can see that Invoke Despair. You'll probably just give up then. Oh, he's going for the Lifelinker. Of course you are. Well, you just put a Planeswalker and I can't do any damage with it. All right, Temor. I'm going to go click on the water. I'm clicking. All right, here we go. Yoink. And game's over. Ooh, are you going to do something? I clicked your face. All right, bad boy, what you going to do? Hope for the best? Is that the deal? And we win. The fireworks are going crazy, everyone. Victory! All right, so here is Grixis control. And like I like to say, it's like you're not looking for the best deck, you're looking for the best deck for you. And this deck just seems to fit me like a glove. I don't know if it's just an easy deck that plays itself or whether it's just made for what I like to play and the way it works out. I was shocked. So, what was the hero here? It's definitely Galvanic Iteration. This thing's been around for a while. How come we haven't seen this deck before? I haven't seen it. Galvanic, I've seen Galvanic Iteration. Sure, I played it. We got a number of, usually when we're doing the mill decks or something, we're playing this guy. But playing it with Invoke Despair is just so incredible. Burn down the house, incredibly good. Even Maestros Charm and Galvanic Intervention works out really, really well. So, yeah, Galvanic Iteration is, once again, the cornerstone of holding it together. But even without it, this deck does very well. It's a lot slower, it's a lot more painful, and it's a lot more, nail-biting, hoping that you're going to be able to get down what you need. But it still performs even without the Galvanic Iteration. So let's go ahead and rate this deck. The deal is it competitive? And you know what? It totally is competitive. I'm shocked at how good it is. I could easily see climbing the ladder with this thing, taking it quite far, quite far. Is it fun? Yes. To me, it's incredible fun. One of the reasons I think it's fun is that I don't care about my life, actually, because it's explosive at times that even if you're at like 3 or less life, there's still a huge chance that you could win the game. Yeah, I mean, sure, you have to get your opponent down to like in the, the 12 category, but still, it does such a good job. And lastly, is it interesting? And I think absolutely. What I love about it is the lack of any actual creature cards. I mean, your creatures come from, burn down the house? I felt like there was something else that provided creatures as well, but I do not see it. That's it. That's your creatures. Yeah, the only damage you're dealing is like Invoke Despair and burn down the house. Yet somehow that is enough. Oh, Maestros Charm. There you go. A little bit extra there, but not much. Somehow this is enough. I don't know how. It just works. So I'm going to give this deck a big A+. I think it's a fantastic deck. And I think it's definitely something that you're going to like. So if you so choose to play with this deck, I hope you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.